Little delay there starting off this gold medal game. Got caught up in a good conversation, though.
Yep, good conversation with the Providence Pilots coaches.
Trying to figure out, they got leave tomorrow morning.
Any suggestions for them? Let them know. We suggested Niagara Falls. Always a good time.
Well, apparently their players have done the Toronto experience. Speaking of Toronto, Seneca Sting around from that area.
Yeah, they are King City, Ontario specifically. Good team, good team. Excited to watch them play today.
Game of the day, gold medal match.
And on the other side of that, we have Clair Saints from Windsor, Ontario. Two very good OCAA teams.
I'm sure the association's probably tuning into this game.
They are, and if you are there, Troy and Tegan, say hello.
Had a great chat last time in basketball provincials with them. They're a pleasure to talk with.
Pleasure. Even had a little T-shirt swap.
Yes. Yeah. We were able to get our St. Clair shirts, but that will not make us biased for this game.
Nope. We are still just here for good volleyball.
Fired in, and there's points for the Saints. We have a 3-2 game for the Saints. Saints wearing different jerseys today compared to yesterday. They had their black jerseys.
What do you prefer?
As a commentator, definitely the white. A lot easier to see.
But as a look, what's better?
I really like the libero jersey, the green.
The green is nice.
It's
very
sharp.
nice. It's almost like a Durham green.
It is, and obviously home court here. We do like our green.
We do.
But that's not taking anything away from the red and white. Red and white's just a good color combo on the Seneca side.
Very nice. Reminds me of our Canada, you know?
Yes. Another thing I like, though, is I kind of like the short sleeve jerseys that some players opt to wear on the Seneca side. I don't know if they're short sleeve or they're rolled up.
They're rolled.
It is a good look. I vibe with it.
Yeah.
Hot take, or what's your thoughts?
You know, I actually was going to say I like the long sleeves of the St. Clair team. So we're kind of going two different vibes here.
I'm not a fan of the long sleeve.
You're not?
No.
I am. Like I'm a long sleeve kind of guy. You'll catch me in hoodies often.
Oh, no.
Are you
me personally?
You're a tank top kind of guy?
Me personally, I do love a long sleeve or sweater, but like as a jersey, I just don't know how I feel, especially as like an indoor sport. I know soccer, you do have your long sleeve, but that's a little different.
Yeah, I could be biased because of soccer. You know, I love my long sleeves in soccer, but you know, once again, cold nights sometimes. So.
I'm just thinking, how would that work with the wrists? Obviously, some players opt to have arm guards and everything.
I think though,
wrists can get sore.
Could it help with like? No, that's not gonna work. Never mind.
No, I think you gotta elaborate now.
Well, I was thinking like burns from the floor, you know, sliding all the time. But would that work? Would that help out? I was probably thinking more turf, like you know, like soccer.
No, I
but
mean you definitely do feel it on the court.
You definitely do.
Slide.
So that was a good take.
But the other thing though is like, I know probably in soccer you're used to turf burn and just feeling the grass.
Oh, of course, you know they're used to the hardwood floor.
Court.
Great game we're having so far, though.
Man. Wow.
Great game.
Saints coming out heavy here. Obviously, they got 3-0 last time they played in the first round. It was first game, though, so how much of a sample size can we really take from that?
Well, like we said, we were talking about this with Providence, too. It really doesn't mean a lot that first game. You're coming back from such a long break. You had, one practice before this, the night before? Long drives. Maybe you just didn't wake up in time. Early games. But, you know, what time is it now? Just after 3:30?
A little after that.
4:30. Oh, wow, we're late on this start.
Yeah, some longer
Sorry,
sets.
guys.
2 5-setters before this game. Obviously, he's going to drag out the tournament a little more.
But that just means more great volleyball.
But that's the other thing is that you were mentioning, and it's kind of reminding me, the Saints did travel down for that Friday game. They played earlier in the day, but they did have that car ride down from
They did.
St. Clair.
How long would that have been? 4 hours?
I think in the ballpark of 3 to probably, if you're taking a toll, 3.
So that definitely takes a toll on your legs.
Certainly. And then you get here and you immediately have to lock in.
And you want to lock in on that bus, but sometimes it's hard.
But the Saints went with a different approach, probably spending the past 2 nights here. And they came here early today, and I don't know if you saw, but they were upstairs at the Durham gym. They're playing board games. They're playing as a team. They were very relaxed. They have a calm demeanor today.
I like that, and it's not just because I'm a huge board game fan. It's just it shows team unity.
And what's your board game of choice?
That's so good. I like a lot. I like a lot of the card games. You know, big poker guy.
Big. Oh, somehow slides in. Big poker. What
Poker.
kind?
Pardon?
A particular kind of poker, or
Texas Hold'em. What about you?
for poker, or
Ah, just in general, some games.
give me Monopoly.
Monopoly. Classic board game. Ooh, good one. If we're going board games, though, we gotta talk about Clue. What a game.
Yeah.
What a game.
I believe this is Brianna Hobbin serving. Irina Carl, correction, was with that serve. And that's missed by Haley Kearns.
Seneca seems to have brought a lot of fans out to this game here.
Emily Coughlin serving correct. It is a little more busy than I thought.
I'm seeing a lot of red.
Well, someone's got the horn as well. It's just a short trip from Seneca down to Durham.
Just a quick 40-minute drive.
That's worth it for a gold medal game.
Oh, 100%.
Battle at the net, kept on the Sting side. This is going to be a struggle with Sting versus Saints. Just realizing that now. Hit down, destroyed. Harley Smith with the points. We've touched on it every game Saints have played, but they have no first-year players.
No first years.
How do you feel? This is your first time up in the booth kind of watching from this angle on the Saints?
You know, I've like you said, first time in the booth. I've been down at the court, but I didn't know there was no first years.
No. How do you think that plays for a team?
I think in a game like this, it's going to help a lot. You know, their experience. They've been here before. Maybe not the ADIDAS Cup finals because, you know, that's hard to make. But they've been in big games. They're older players. So they have a little more experience behind them, and they're going to have the knowledge to compete.
What about the factor, though, of, like, later on in the season, you go to the playoffs. I know you've been on teams where you've experienced the playoffs from a younger mindset, first, second year. You kind of learn things from playing on the bench.
Well, like you said, like you can always learn things as a younger player. And sometimes as a younger player, you want to prove yourself. I think that's something they might not have the same drive for. I don't know them personally as players. But sometimes as a young player, you want to prove that you belong in the league, so you have a drive to prove it, you know? But they might have that. They might have that competitive spirit. I'm hoping they do, because that would make this day a lot more fun for me.
Taylor Grant was that last substitution for the Sting. Point Sting, 11-8. The Saints look hungry, though. They remember that last game very vividly, only 2 days ago. And they will not let that happen back to them. Big hit. Good dig, though. Oh, tip back. Just not going to be able to get there. Great placement.
Like you said, you know, it is a big comeback game here. They want to show them that they aren't easy to beat. So, in the last game, if you weren't here with us, Seneca defeated St. Clair 3-0 with the scores of 30-28, 25-22, and 25-19. So all relatively close, I'd say.
Well, in that 25-19 too, that's a different lineup came out for both teams. So almost have to discount that kind of set. But the rest, all very realistically close. Could have been anyone's game. Obviously, any mistake could have changed that.
And once again, that's a 40-minute drive compared to a 4-hour.
Yeah.
Once again, though, we don't want to blame it on the car.
No. Ogla Mystic has that serve. Kept alive by the Saints. Stuffed. But it goes out of bounds. I think the Saints are really hungry for this first set.
You can tell they want it.
Just by taking this first set would have such a movement for them.
Who's your player to watch today?
On the Saints side, I think we have to go Geneva Heisman. She's played an amazing tournament. Middle for the Saints. One of the leaders in points per set. Then if we go to the Sting side, this is a team that really does it by committee. So many great players. Obviously coached by Seba Sida. Such a good player.
You know what? I gotta agree with you. I'm excited to see both of them play. They both look good. They're gonna have a good game here today.
Taylor Grant, though, also a great player to watch out for the Sting, as well as Michaela Patras. She's had a memorable tournament.
So what I'm hearing is lots of good players.
Oh, yeah, you have multiple players that I wouldn't be surprised that walk away with awards at the end of the season in their respected division.
Speaking of end of the season, is there a chance we see these two match up in the playoffs?
Oh, certainly. I think these two teams make a deep playoff run.
It'd be great to see them, you know?
Well, especially you imagine if they play again. That's three times they're going to be playing.
Imagine if the St. Clair Saints can walk away with this one, best of 3 series, prove who the real best team is.
Oh, yeah, if you can force another one.
That'd be fantastic.
So it's going to be a timeout for Saints. Notice behind both ends they have their iPads set up. Most teams today have had iPads set up. Obviously taking film from their game, seeing how they can improve. But I'm sure these films will be saved if these teams do match up again later in the playoffs.
How important do you think film is to a team's success?
I mean, you're the athlete. You should honestly be answering that.
So do you want to ask me the question?
So how important do you think film is for a team's success?
Well, that's a great question, Troy. I think it's pretty good. You need to know. You need to know your opponents, their tendencies. You need to know how they think, how they play the game. So I think these extra recordings where they can get all the angles and everything, because obviously they can't use our stream. It's a great stream.
Yeah, but they probably don't want to listen to us.
I was going to say, they don't want to hear us. We're just talking a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
But down there, they get to hear the communication of their very own players.
Correct.
Which they get to use, and they get to improve on that too. So it's just all-around improvements, which is good.
Well, this film's behind each net, as well as potentially the stream, will be used for teams to watch kind of their own breakdown. But if these two teams play again, then they're going to be
breaking down the other people.
Breaking each other down, seeing what they did well in order to win, where their weakness was. I wouldn't be surprised if these teams both did watch film of their first game.
Neither would I. You know, that's what you do at this level. It's a film. You got to film. You got to know who you're up against. And it's how you get better, and it's how you win games.
Back to a one-point game. How many sets do you think this game goes?
I think it's only fitting if the gold medal game goes to 5. What about you, Troy?
I mean, I'd love some more volleyball today.
I think most people here would. We still have the Providence team here with us today. They're sitting in the crowd.
Yes,
because they haven't started their trip up to Niagara Falls yet.
They leave tomorrow.
Tomorrow, flight back in the afternoon. We're wishing them all safe travels.
Wall looking in the kind of break room. Chatted with the pilots' coaches. Look for their suggestions in the Ontario kind of region.
Somewhat close to Toronto. They don't want to go too far.
Well, it's difficult, too, on a Monday.
The traffic, it can be brutal.
Monday, there's not a lot going on. You got only the morning. You can't go to see a show or
no Raptors games.
No Raptors, no Leafs, no PWHL.
None of it.
There might be, but obviously they leave before then, so that limits that. Brings up Malott, who's also had a great tournament.
Fantastic from the service line, if you ask me. And Seneca Sting walk away with a point.
Few interesting scores across the NFL today, as it is Sunday. Multiple teams played backups,
including the Packers, my personal favorite team. So
our personal
favorite team. You know, lost to the Bears. It's never fun.
No.
But we had Malik Willison.
Good quarterback, though.
Good quarterback, but he's no Jordan Love.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs didn't play.
Bills took down.
Bills taken down. Hey, I didn't see that one.
They also only played their backups.
Nice. Any news on the Miami Dolphins and Jets game?
No, I haven't tuned into that. It just started, we were told.
Just started out. Thank you. Who do you want to win that?
Who's your take for the game? You're going Dolphins. Interesting.
Ooh. I mean, a lot is riding on the Dolphins this season. The Bengals' whole season depends on the Jets beating them. Can the 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers win?
Big set. Kept on the Sting side. Tipped. Down. Ooh. Somehow kept alive by the Saints. Pointing to the right side. Appeared to be going left. Blocked and shut down. Harley Smith with the play.
It is 17-16 for the Sinclair Saints.
Will be a game that I feel is very close. Heisman comes back in. Cookie delivery. Thank you.
What a good day.
Look forward to in between sets as we'll be able to enjoy our cookie.
Nothing like a good Subway
Set up
cookie.
Heisman. Bang. Almost top of the net on that one.
Speaking of Subway,
Court sneaks in.
Speaking of Subway, we have our Durham Lords Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Subway.
Correct.
Who would you give it to based off their performance this tournament?
Well, you're forgetting that we've had some extra practice games. We have the men's team playing down in Niagara.
Oh, I did forget about them. I'm
maybe
sorry.
2 games today. So there could be players.
There could be players. But
Women's basketball is playing. So there's plenty of competition up in the air.
But if you have to choose one from volleyball,
From ADIDAS
that we've
Cup,
seen.
Can I take the cheat and take Jesse Buck, who walked away with Durham's All-Star from last game? Or is that cheating?
It's a bit cheating, but it's hard to argue with such a good pick.
No, definitely. I think I'll give you a handful. McFarland,
Quemby.
Jesse Buck, Brooke Young played good. Who didn't play good? Come on, this is
You could throw Doc in the mix for it.
good.
A lot of good players.
Yep.
"20 seconds left here, winding down on the timeout."
Great job by, we had some volunteer students come down for the 3-ball today. They've done a great job.
High school students, I believe.
Yes.
Some club volleyball players. Tony knows them. I believe they're from his club.
Well, they've done a great job.
They've done fantastic.
Thank you for coming out today.
I was on that first game of the day.
Yeah, you did a job.
I did
I
a
mean,
job.
People did come and replace you.
But I can't be mad at it. Look at them. I'm not up to their standards. Had a few bad rules. But that's how I learned
Just
Tony
gonna
knows my
sneak
name,
over.
so it was worth it.
You're happy that he knew.
I am. Well, such a successful coach as Tony, it feels good to be known by him.
Yeah.
Does he know you?
I'm not sure.
But he's probably heard of you. You are that guy.
Sting now serving. 17-20. Going to need some points quickly. Big hit. Wow. Brianna Hobbin. It's had a great tournament. Point for the Saints. Going to have 2 substitutions. Looks like number 5, Maliko, coming in. She's had a great tournament. Emma Carbell comes in as well.
Another solid player.
Yeah, honestly, you look around, both these, I mean, they're in the finals.
You're here for a reason.
You are here for a
You
reason.
don't just win.
And their teams had very much successful tournaments. Big hit. Ooh, tough read there.
Oh, but they keep it. It's
Nichols.
alive. Oh, and a tip.
Kept up.
They're
The
going.
tip's been so effective
Oh,
today in every game.
Smashed it. You can't stop
Great
that kind of power.
No.
It's hard. Can we also give credit to the teammates working the line?
Yeah, they've done a great job.
They have.
Very unbiased this
Very
tournament.
unbiased, which, if I'm being honest, it'd be hard to do.
Yeah.
But they're doing fantastic.
But the ethics are there. Oh, my.
A lot more.
Oh. Heisman just missed it. Would have been a beautiful play. It was right there. She smiled. She knows she could have had that 2-point game.
21-19.
Missick serving. Good serve and good receive. Sent a little far.
She's going to want that one back.
Nico. Yeah, it's a limit of errors. Gold medal game. This is when you need to play your perfect game. I mean, we do agree there is no such thing as perfect.
We've agreed it's near perfect.
Yes. That's what we aim for around here, because me and Tegan aren't perfect.
But we're near.
Yes. Whew. Tip down.
Seneca seems to be sneaking away with this a little bit, making their lead up to 4 points now. Once again, though, we talked about this in our last game, Troy. The home atmosphere really does help.
Yeah, certainly you have multiple people over on our right side. And you have horns.
The horn, that's what's getting me. Really motivates you to work harder when you know they're there.
Heisman. There we go. Points for the Saints. I think Tegan just hit the Heisman up here.
Shout out Travis Hunter for winning it. What do you think of that, Troy?
He's not my Heisman.
No, Ashton Genty for sure.
No, Giovanna Heisman's the Heisman. That's my Heisman.
To be honest, she's up for the Heisman Award in my eyes. She's been fantastic this whole tournament.
You got the last name. It's almost like it should be yours.
Yeah. Robbery.
Emma Carbell shows the sign over to Heisman for the serve.
Oh.
Set up.
The horn as soon as they go to receive there. That's got to be some sort of tactics from the fans.
Perfect hit. Wow. What a play from Taylor Green to place that ball directly in the corner. 25-20. This is not a team you want to fall behind for.
A lot of people like to view Sinclair as the Superman of OCAA sports, but it seems like Seneca just might be their kryptonite. What do you think?
That's an interesting take. That's your take.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm leaving my opinion for that stuff.
Sinclair is so good, but Seneca is up 4-0 in the sets in this total ADIDAS Cup. How you feeling, Troy? Ready for the second set?
Fantastic. I'm actually kind of getting sad. I can see this day's wrapping up fairly soon. We've guaranteed 2 more sets. We might get the treat to see 4 more.
Please don't say it's wrapping up, Troy. I don't want to cry on stream.
No, it's going to be sad when this all is done.
Yeah. You excited to go to school tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm excited to get the week started. New semester. It's a new year, new semester, new everything.
New year, new you?
Yeah, it is a new me this year.
Yeah?
Do you have any resolutions?
Aha.
I hit you with the question first.
I was about to ask you.
I know.
My resolution? Just to be a better person overall, you know?
I think you're a great person. I don't think you need to change up one thing.
Oh, I appreciate that. Your turn.
I think, obviously, my last year of school, kind of just go out, go get a job, go get it. Kind of
Get after it.
get what you want. It's a get what you want kind of
I
year.
like that. I like that. And you know what? There's no doubt in my mind you'll get that job.
Thank you.
Because you're the best candidate for it.
Well, what job are we talking?
Any job.
Okay.
You'll kill it.
Great serve there to start off for the Saints. Saints need to come out hot here. Don't want to fall behind 2 sets to the Sting. Obviously, really different sport. But hypothetically, you're a soccer guy. What are you saying to your team? You're down at half, down 1.
Down 1.5. Well, actually, believe it or not, we were actually in this very same situation versus the Seneca Sting. First game of the season, we were down 1-0 at half.
Yep.
And, we came back up. We didn't win the game. We tied. You can't do that here. But in soccer, a tie's better than a loss. So what we were saying in the locker room was you just got to dig deep. Like, you're not playing for yourself. You're playing for your teammates.
Yep.
So that's what they got to do. They got to realize this is a family here, and they got to play for their family.
Well, right now, theoretically, the Saints need to play for a tie. Make it 1-1 in the sets, and that does tie it. You can't tie in volleyball, but much rather be tied or...
Tied than You know what, Troy? That's a great point.
And it comes back to a point at a time. Kept alive by the Saints, falls over. Sting didn't seem ready for that.
Yet they still walk away with the point.
They just fire it deep. If anything I've seen today, there's either a hole in the middle of the court or that back line or the tip. Like, so in other words, just hit it inbounds.
It's normally how you win volleyball, Troy.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm really picking up the sport after about
2 years? 3?
verging on 30 hours of volleyball.
It's been a long weekend, but a great one.
Yep.
And up on the balcony now with us, we just had Tony Clark.
And
He walked away.
with
Christina. 2 great members of the staff here at Durham College.
staff, family.
Family.
Go
Durham College.
far. Service here for the Saints. Yes, at Durham, we're the family.
Zach is the dad.
Why did that take for a second for me to catch on?
Yeah, you're right, though. It really is a family over here. Everyone over here is Durham College till they die.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that, Troy?
Yeah, we are a family. Cross sport, doesn't really matter what sport you're a part of. We're all a family here. And it's just a good environment to be at any game. You have so many different athletes across so many different sports that come to support each other.
I agree. I can see a softball. I can see a softball player right now.
Yeah, I mean, softball, soccer, volleyball. I think rugby's here.
Rugby's here somewhere. I saw him earlier.
Probably a sport we don't even see here. I know baseball was here earlier.
I think there's some of our esports team members here today.
Yeah, representation across all categories.
Do you have a favorite esport team?
Definitely Call of Duty. How can you not? That's a no-brainer for me personally.
Coach Cole Tippett.
Cole Tippett does a great job coaching those boys to success.
Fantastic. I'm not a huge video game guy myself, but I just love watching that Call of Duty team. It's really changed the game for me.
Big hit. Falls through there.
Big hit, big point. They needed that one.
Haley Kearns steps up when needed. Six-3 game.
Durham Lords in 4th, Providence in 3rd, and 2nd and 1st still up to be decided here.
Sneaks one in. What a play from Emily McDonald. Oh, McDonald.
What a play.
Emily McDonald now comes up to serve 7-3.
She's wearing one of those short sleeve jerseys that you like, Troy.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of style you would go for if you were a volleyball player?
No, I think I would go for like a hoodie on the bench.
You're a hoodie guy, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get cold while I'm sitting on the bench. I know my role. I know I'm not going to be playing. Emily McDonald serving again.
But you could be a little, well, we've all heard of Hoodie Mello. Carmelo Anthony's prime. Is that what you mean? Would you be
Kept alive by the Saints.
Hoodie Troy?
You could say that. I wouldn't compare myself to Prime Mello. That one's just out. Saints beyond happy, staying a little upset with that call. They don't know
Smokes
exactly.
the line woman as well. Hope she's okay.
Certainly. Also, I believe Krista Nichols is not playing in the Saints game. She got injured yesterday. There's crutches there. Hopefully we see her soon on the court.
Wishing her a speedy recovery.
Kept alive by the Saints. Volleyed over. Just not volleyed over, actually. A little
Short.
preemptive there. Substitution for the Sting coming in, Miu Lariandu. Points for the Saints. They're bringing some energy. Oh! Points called a little early there. Did touch the ground. Kept alive by the Saints. A lot of power on that one.
Oh, great.
Up.
Great keep.
Oh. Oh.
I got to respect it, though.
Yeah.
The effort
They're not
there.
going out easy. They're playing a lot of hustling plays.
Emma just really went for it. She had a lot to lose there. Massive desk in front of her. Could have hurt, but she still did it for the team.
Lexi Malott now coming over. She'll serve. Great serve. Saints.
Well up by the
Smack.
Saints, though.
Kept alive by the Sting. Fires it in. Let's see what the Saints got. They'll cash in on some points.
Kept alive by the Saints here. Free ball.
Whew.
Good
No one's
block.
back.
Wow.
That's one thing teams never do. They always almost are crashing the net, and when you can get that opportunity, send it deep. It's worked well today.
It was a great block, though, wasn't it?
Fantastic.
Access denied. Oh, Troy's doing the blocking for him here. Can't I just say?
Good form?
Great form. Why aren't you on the court?
Don't know.
Where'd you learn such good form? Do you have any volleyball experience in your past?
1 year.
1 year?
Now I'm good at skiing. Let's say it like that. Serving for the Saints, Emma Clemens. It's the easiest way to break down my volleyball experience.
Hey, we all got to be good at something.
Yep.
I'm glad you found yours.
Gets allowed for that serve. Kept alive by the Sting. Deeper hit. Just low into the netting.
11 to 10 now for the Seneca Sting.
Emily McDonald just not able to do much with that one. Big hit. Saints keep it alive. Up. Smashed over. Tipped, though.
What a play.
Michaela Patras
Christina
gets a
is
hand on it.
ecstatic with that one.
She's a fan of the big plays.
She loves the big plays.
That's going to force
Thrilled.
a timeout. So it's all tied up, 11-11 now.
So, Troy, what are your thoughts here going into this timeout if you're both teams?
Just keep playing hard volleyball. Don't make the mistakes. Winner of this game, usually it comes down to who's going to make the more mistakes. If you can capitalize on your opponents, you're going to win.
I like that. I like that. That's a good way to look at it.
What are you looking most forward to this semester?
Well, this semester I'm actually doing my internship with the Durham Lords.
So what are you looking most forward to?
Just women's volleyball national championship. I'm going to be part of that, and it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. It is the 50th year anniversary of it as well, which it doesn't get much better, does it?
No, not at all. Saints keep it up. Saints looking for some points, and they're going to find some right there. So that's Kyra Tismus with the points.
The Seneca fans are getting loud here. Lots of noises to try to throw off the servers. But I don't think it's working too well.
No, Saints got a really good home environment. They're used to noise. They play in some tougher places.
You could say these Saints are blessed to have such composure.
Could certainly say that. Big serve. Went deep, though.
What are your thoughts on that one?
Went deep. Too deep. It's going to bring up Emily Coughlin serving now. If the Sting can find a way to pull this set off.
A little yell there by Saints fans, wasn't that? They're trying to even out the playing field, bring the atmosphere.
Obviously, I think they're a little outnumbered here, but they got still quite a good representation.
They do, especially for the far drive. It's great to see fans supporting. We hope you're supporting when you guys watch at home or wherever you are. Cheer loud for your team.
Hausman just slams that down. Not much you're going to be able to do. She's a Heisman for a reason. That's the best of the best.
I heard you're not born with that name. You're given it. And that's only when you can make plays like that.
Yeah. It's a name she most likely earned.
Oh, she definitely did.
Do you believe it was a lift? So, Seneca ball. Serving is Michaela Patters.
Still, nonetheless, though, a great play.
Yeah, great play. It had the potential.
Had the potential. Which that's all you can really ask for these
Sting
days.
ball. Sting slowly creeping back in this.
It's got a sting.
Everyone does hands in the head for the Seneca bench. Wonder if
that's code.
Oh, tipped over. Oh. It was like hot potato on that side. Everyone was passing the ball around. But it doesn't get over.
That's,
so
that's what's important at the end of the day.
They kind of just passed that one right over to the Saints.
And now the Saints have a 15-14 lead.
Great serve there. Volleyed over, but it's going to be out.
Over? Over the net and over the line.
Yep, double over.
Don't want that. Olivia just got a special shout out there. And it's the Saints points again. They are sneaking up with a 3-point lead now, which is crucial if they want to stay in this competition.
Serving for the Sting, 15, Elijah Missick. Hit up, play is going to be tight. Saints got their hand on it, but just tipped. That's a point for the Saints. Holy rant, looking over at your phone. Someone's not happy with someone.
Well, it is what it is.
Little goes over to the table, make sure they got that down. It's all correct. It is, of course.
Table's doing a great job.
Everyone's done a great job. at
Special
this
shout
tournament.
out to the staff here.
Yeah. Game day staff has done a great job to make sure this tournament runs smoothly. Saints serving. Great serve from Kearns.
Special shout out to Zach and Cole. Fantastic
Zach, Cole,
job.
Christina,
Scott.
Duggan.
All of them. And you, Troy. Thank you for being here and so good on the mic this whole weekend.
Thank you for joining me on the mic and
It's
doing
a
so
pleasure.
great at your table.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
It's a pleasure to be with you. Emily McDonald serving. It's kept up. Tipped. McDonald.
Big block.
They do it again.
And Troy doing his best impersonation. And you know what? I can see why his volleyball career only
And
lasted
it's
1
going to
year.
be Sting's ball.
And it's Sting's ball.
So not blocked.
What was the calling there?
I believe someone stepped over the line or something there. Or maybe reach over.
It's good, though, that we're calling that, you know?
McDonald
That's what
serves
makes the
again.
game.
Great serve once again.
Back post.
They called out, but I believe she still touched it. Tough
Great
volley.
save.
Tipped. McDonald saves it. Oh, McDonald. Oh, that's out.
She just can't sneak that
But
inside
I think
the
they're
line.
calling tipped. Interesting.
I think they're going to have a talk here because, you know,
They're going to bring over both lines judges as they had different reads. Saints are favoring with the Saints. Seneca's favoring with the Seneca side.
shocker.
This is when important.
Ethics becomes an issue sometimes.
Can't say that this early, but
And
point switches over.
Oh, we got some thumbs downs coming from the St. Clair bench.
Obviously, you want the point. It's 18-18 now. Such an important time to get points.
So important. And that 3-point lead that was once held for St. Clair is now gone.
Donald now serving it once again. Hit, top of the net. Points for the Saints, 19-18.
Ball don't lie, Troy.
No,
Ball don't lie.
Saints need this point here. I really feel good if they can get some insurance. But some great serves there by McDonald. Oh, McDonald, she had a farm and she had some points on that farm.
Wow, Troy.
What can I say? E-I-E-I-O. McDonald makes another great play. Volleyed back. Going to be deep for the Saints. Great set. Smash down.
Kept alive.
Jinx. We're on one today. Low into the net. Tied once again. Good serve from Seneca. Smashed down by our Heisman.
Troy, let's see your best Heisman pose.
Gotta rate it.
Ooh.
What was that? Like a solid, don't be too generous.
Don't be too generous.
Good serve.
If I'm not being generous, 9.8.
Okay, I'll take that. That's not being generous?
That's not being generous. That's actually being a bit harsh.
That's in. Sneaked it on far line. They're up 2.
What's 9 plus 10?
21. That's how many points they got.
It's also 19, which does Seneca Sting have.
Yeah. Math is mathing here. Great reference if you actually know it.
If you know,
Sting
you know.
going back. 2021. Is that a good year for you, Tegan?
2021?
Yeah.
How old would I have been then, Troy?
Grade 11 year.
Grade 11. Not really, man. That was COVID.
You didn't enjoy that year in the slightest?
I mean, I can't remember anything specifically that went wrong to make me not enjoy it, but, you know, obviously,
Big hit, kept a lot by the Sting.
obviously I like the years out of COVID more because I get to come to great events like the ADIDAS Cup.
True.
And I get to see them in person live for myself.
True. We did have ADIDAS Cup, though, over COVID.
I streamed, but I just didn't think it was safe to go in real life.
Some important points here for Saints. Ashley Miko. Sorry, Emma Clemens.
Great point for Emma.
Good use of a timeout here for Seneca to stop the game, see if they can pause momentum. They know they need a good stop on their defensive side. If they can get that 2-0 lead, what a spot they'll be in. Ontario Ridgebacks, we share campus with, playing a big game today.
Where are they today?
Over on the campus ice center.
Oh,
They're playing against the OJHL 20s team.
That's pretty cool.
It's interesting.
How are they doing?
I believe they're up right now.
Well, as they should be.
Yeah.
Go Ridgebacks.
It was also a great opportunity, though, for them to
Recruit.
recruit. They had an opportunity to see the OUA lifestyle.
Nice. It's a great lifestyle.
It is.
Not as good as OCAA, but I could be biased.
Sting looking for some points, much needed. Smash, back corner.
The Saints are hyped up right now.
Maliko
Look at them.
securing a point.
Everyone from their coach to the end of their bench has a smile on their face.
Substitution for the Sting. Luis Valdez comes in, outside hitter, shorter at 5'5". Edmonton, Alberta is her hometown.
But, you know, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight.
No.
It's about the size of the fight in the dog. So I'm looking for her to make a big impact here.
Far side, hit, but blocked. Haley Kearns with the block.
She's not giving them a chance there.
25-20, that was the score of the first set. So reverse it. We're all tied up, folks. Going to set 3. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Yes. Set 3 starting up. Tied 1-1. Such a crucial set that can bring so much momentum into the fourth and if not fifth set.
What a play by Seneca there to keep it alive. We're still up. We're still up. And it's over.
Back set. Not the perfect set, but it did the job. Sent over. Fires it in, sneaks it. That's Harley Smith with the points.
Harley Smith. She's been quite good this tournament.
Yes.
They always are, though.
Yes, we got a lot of people to pick from for this game's MVP as well as All-Stars.
Tournament MVP will be chosen from one of these teams.
The winning team gets the MVP, and both teams will provide 2 All-Stars. Do you have anyone in mind?
There's just so many to choose from. It's really hard for me to decide. But from the Sinclair side, I think we have to go with Brianna Hobbin. She's been fantastic this whole time.
Yep.
Number 17.
Another one?
Another one from there. I can't decide.
That should be a kind of no-brainer here, man.
Well, Heisman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have thought of that. In my mind, It was hard to think of her because
That's hit out. Speak. Announcer's curse strikes again.
it was just hard to think of Heisman because when I think of her, she's in a league of her own.
Yep.
What about you? Who are you looking at from this team? Give me something different. I don't want to hear Heisman and Hobbin.
Didn't say anything about Hobbin. No disrespect to Hobbin.
She's my MVP so far. I think she's played a fantastic game.
MVP
Definitely an all-star.
could go to Heisman. Definitely an all-star, I agree. We're going to the Saints side. I definitely agree on Hobbin. I could also see going to Kearns. Carl's had a good tournament. All-star is decided over the entire tournament, MVP entire tournament, but this game definitely does play a big impact into the MVP, consider it. Ashley Maliko, though, has also had an undergrade tournament. What about on the Saints side?
We just did the Saints side. Do you mean the Sting?
Sting side. Sorry, the double S's get me once again.
It's okay, Troy.
A lot of players you could pick from honestly both sides, but especially the Sting.
Number 5 I'm going to go with. The libero, Emmy Nichols.
Great pick.
I think she's been fantastic this whole tournament. As a libero, you're kind of like the heart and soul of the team.
Yeah.
So you really look. Oh, see her watch that one out. Great play. But she really is the engine and the motor for this team. So without her, I don't think Seneca Sting are in the finals.
That's going to be served a tad too far. Big serve. Someone from the Seneca side yells, wait, wait, wait. Trying to get in their head. Saints steal the point. Wow. Wow. Saints now peeling ahead by 1. Sent that one over.
That one was sent.
Tipped. Smack that.
Heisman.
Just like Acorn and Eminem. Smack that.
I'm not gonna lie, that reference is a little lost on me, Troy.
Yeah, you don't know the song.
I don't.
Don't understand the reference.
There's one of my all-star players over here. Chelsea Oak just joined us in the gym.
She sneaks in.
She sneaks in.
The dual sport athlete.
Dual sport athlete. Very good.
Sting will steal a point. McDonald will now serve. Brings up Heisman to serve.
So, we were talking just before about Chelsea Oak and how she played a fantastic tournament, a key part in the Durham Lord's success. And she's actually right here, and they have a tough match with Seneca Sting, so make sure you come out and support. Any words, Chelsea?
Just come out on Saturday to watch us play Seneca at home. Have lots of fun. Yeah, everyone come out.
Thanks, Chelsea. I'll be there. I can't wait.
Good plug there. What time would that game be at?
What time would that game be at? That's a great question. I think Chelsea's still here. One second.
Chelsea does not know.
So Chelsea's not game ready, it appears.
Chelsea's not game ready, but
Still a
trust
week
me,
to get ready.
once that game comes on, she will be dialed in. That is my MVP.
Taylor Grant now serving for the Sting. Some screams. It's rifled, but blocked. Harley Smith sends that one down. Switching up balls. Taylor Grant was so ready to serve. Quick set, fired. Gonna be out of bounds there.
Seneca Sting. Back in front here. Seneca Sting, I like how their coach wears his pants.
Okay.
He's got a little roll to the bottom.
That was not on my bucket list. Even complimenting coach's pants.
Oh, it's stylish.
That's hit over, kept alive by the Saints. Battle at the net, sneaked it in. Saints will steal one. Shout out Saba's pants.
He just got. You can tell by the roll he's a stylish man.
Oh,
He-
1000%.
He knows what he's doing. That's all. I'm just giving credit where it's due.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you shouting out the guy's pants. Saints serving. Fired over, kept up. Big set. Blocked at the line, gonna be tipped. Quick set. Ooh, close one. Saints are gonna try to reshuffle. That one's sent back and deep. We need a tough play at the net. That's blocked over. Kept alive somehow. Deep. Now let's see what the Saints can do. Big play. Violation. Someone might have stepped over there. Or interesting play. I believe that might have been Mystic who stepped over. Great serve. Sent over. Gonna fall on the Saints side. Freeze, I believe, was the server. McDonald hits that one way up. Great positioning.
Oh, great touch there. And it's over to the Seneca side.
Laser down. Bam. Wow.
Say that one more time, Troy.
Bam. Wow.
That was my exact reaction.
I think there was a lot of viewers' reaction as that puts us at a tied 10-10 game.
Okay, we're going to do a little poll here. Who's going to win? If you think Seneca's going to win, put your hand up. A lot of people. Now if you think St. Clair.
Also a lot of people.
This one could go either way, Troy.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 game. It's literally tied at the moment. Saints will take the edge as they're up now 1. That one's short. Back to a tied game. This is having the feeling of a back and forth game.
It's a unique take at 11-11 with one set apiece.
I could definitely see this coming down to 2 points. And if you keep that in mind, if it comes down to that close. Errors will decide who's going to win this.
Oh,
Somehow
Oh.
kept alive. Wow.
smack it. Oh, it's blocked.
Block.
Big block.
Stings to the
Big
point.
point.
Something to point out, though, Haley Kearns, who did fall over earlier in the play, was a little slow to get up. She looks fine. Hopefully she's okay.
She's a trooper. She'll be okay.
Fingers crossed. I want the best volleyball that we can get.
And the best volleyball is with her on the court.
Best volleyballs with the best teams on the court.
That's what we have right now. It's what we've had all weekend.
Yeah, we've had
had 4 exciting
miscommunication.
games
She might
today.
not expected it. Obviously, second ball goes to setter. Kearns not the setter.
Trent was able to play a good game today.
Yeah, every game here has been pretty thrilling.
What's been your game of the weekend?
Again, biased, but that last bronze medal game, Pilots coming back. Both teams played excellent volleyball. Both of them played maybe not their best ball at one point, but were able to turn it around. Cheers on both sides as timeout is called. What do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about how just the injury to Jessie Buck might have had a little bit to say in that last game. She was a tournament all-star.
Certainly, I mean, I don't even want to, can't assume injury. We don't exactly know. Did see her talking to a athletic therapy.
Either way,
Hopefully
though, it was a
everything's
big
okay.
loss for the Lords.
Correct. Hopefully we see her next Saturday against the Seneca Sting.
At a time that we do not know.
I do believe it's an afternoon game.
1 o'clock, I would assume.
I believe so, because Tech plays that evening as well.
Yeah? What do
That'll
they
be
play?
a fun day. Basketball.
Basketball. Who do they play?
Women's and men's basketball.
Nice.
Be a good game.
Gotta support the brother school.
Yeah. It's always fun on campus. Always lots to do.
Lots of
Someone's always
sports.
playing. Unless it's December. Everyone's got that off.
But that's a nice little break.
Certainly. I'm sure as an athlete yourself, you probably enjoy once the season wraps up. You get a little more social life. You get to kind of relax. You can feel less sore.
Well, I think you know after my season's done, you definitely see a lot more of me. Definitely out in the social life a lot more.
Yep.
But, you know, as an athlete, what you want to do is you want to play.
Certainly.
So definitely do miss the season. Definitely miss it. But,
I think it's fun having a little break, but now you're going to get ready for your indoor soccer starting this week.
yep. First practice tomorrow. Can't wait.
How do you think it's going to go?
Oh, I think it'll be. I
Might
think
be
it'll
a
be
little
great.
rusty.
No, I've been playing. I've had some club practices throughout the winter.
Big
So-
play. Ooh.
But once again, Seneca's not afraid to sacrifice the body.
No, they obviously it's not worth running into a chair at this point of the game.
Well, not when you can't reach it.
Yeah, but I've seen people who've decided to hop it. I've seen people who grab the chairs and throw them.
Really?
Yep,
Nice.
that was a fun game. That one's sent over, touched by Kearns. It drops down on the Saints side. Sting have definitely looked like the better team in this set. Still early, can go either way. Oh, back set, wow.
Fantastic play.
And a shame not to get the point when it was such a good play.
She kept it up so well, but then the next time it was just, I think she was replaying it in her head. Big block, big point for the Sting. This extends their lead to 4.
Good dig, unfortunately falls out of bounds. Sting starting to kind of peel off with this one. Yeah, it would make sense. Patriots fired their coach.
That's a big loss for nobody. The Patriots suck.
I don't think it was his fault.
Well, I mean, I'm personally a big fan of Drake May. I think he's done fantastic in his rookie season. But
I think you got to supply a better roster if you want to be competitive.
well, what pick do they have now? The second overall pick? Fourth. Ooh, they dropped. Anyway, that can still get them a very good player. I've heard rumors that they might trade away Drake May for a top 5
think
pick.
so. I don't know
And then get
who
Traduce
told you
Sanders
that. I don't know who told you
and
that.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
who you're talking to, but
I saw an article.
that is a clickbait article you hit.
It probably was.
Don't
But
know
how,
what insiders
how
telling
cool
you.
would that be? And then I also read that they'd get.
I think you should stop reading. Let's stop reading. I don't know where
Promise.
you're going.
I do struggle with reading, so maybe I just read it wrong.
Yeah, maybe it's they've confirmed May's quarterback for the future.
He's good. He's good.
He's a fantastic guy.
He's no Jordan Love, though.
Big hit there. Sting keep it on the Saints side. Try again. And they get the point they needed there. Kearns, who's going to drop that down. Double substitution coming for the Saints. First one coming in is Maliko for Clemens. And coming in as well, Emma Carball, who's going to be serving and immediately at the line. Down 4. An important point to get the point.
You could cut the tension in here with a knife, Joy.
Certainly. It doesn't even have to be a sharp knife.
It could be dull. Maybe a spoon.
Oh, yeah. Back set. Fired on. Maliko. Maliko does Maliko things. Getting the point. Carball back to the line. Serving again.
You just can't count out these Saints.
No.
Every time you think they're out of it, a miracle.
You've seen it many times today. Teams come back. Teams get leads.
Well, I know we don't want to bring up the Durham Lords result because still a fresh wound. But Providence coming back from 2-0 down really just shows that you're never out of it.
Yeah, never back down, never what?
Give up. Oh, what a play by the coach.
Saints are going to get the point. Earlier in that set, though, they couldn't have got it without their libero, Gabby Arbor. Some great digs. All the liberos have played really well this tournament, throwing their bodies on the line. Important saves. Any liberos really impress you this tournament?
Yeah, one from Trent, actually. Maddie Kavanaugh.
Maddie Kavanaugh has played a great tournament.
I thought she played really well. You know, obviously, Trent didn't get the results they wanted, and it wasn't exactly their best showing.
Some tough matchups
Some
for them
tough,
as well.
tough matchups. But I think Maddie Kavanaugh played really well this whole tournament. Thought she was a highlight player, especially in today's match. What do you think?
Yeah, I think just to name a few, Maddie Kavanaugh, great tournament. Gabby Arbor for the Saints has had a great tournament. Jade Smith
For the Durham
for
Lords.
the Durham Lords. Thought she was definitely up there for a chance to get Athlete of the Week this week for the Lords. As well as she could sneak off. Easily could have took an All-Star, and I don't think anyone would have questioned it.
Is Athlete of the Week on the All-Star Jessie Buck, do you think?
Certainly could go that way. Someone else, though, that's really surprised me would be Emmy Nichols from the Sting.
Emmy Nichols has been fantastic this whole tournament.
Many important plays at many crucial points. Leads now 3 for the Sting. Sting show McDonald where to serve. That one trickles off the net. Close to the net. That's going to be tipped. Sting looking to do something here. Battle at the net. Kept alive somehow. Might have been called a lift or no, 4 hits. Hard to tell with that ref stand blocking us from our angle.
(20-18) here for the Seneca Sting.
Heisman with the serve, sneaks it in. Ace. A-C-E.
Ace.
Sting lead now 1. Gonna send it back. See what the Saints can do. Quick set, quick release. Sting ball. Heisman with a dig. Always fun when a middle gets a dig. She's gonna send that. McDonald saves it. And Sting won't be able to do much.
By Heisman, and the Sting can't handle it.
2020.
The St. Clair bench is loving that one.
Definitely many people on the edge of their seat knowing how important this set is.
I'm not even in the seat. I'm just can't even sit in one.
No, I've been having to stand this match. I'm
This is a good one.
beyond excited. That one's rifled right at the defender. Tough to make a play. Goes out of bounds.
21-21 in the all-decisive third set. This will give somebody a lead here.
Well, someone said something about 21. Can you do something for me?
Yes, we can. And that is give you great volleyball access.
Well, let's see who's going to do something for 21. Fired down. Looks like the Sting are going to do it. Who did that? You couldn't find the name.
No, I could not. That's on me, folks.
You have 2 sheets in front of you showing you names, and you couldn't find it.
This is also my first time up here. Let's just give me
Second game, though.
Second game, first day. So
It's only my third.
you've done this multiple times.
For volleyball, third.
Volleyball, no. You do this quite often though for softball.
Softball's a different sport. It's what
Yep.
I'm good at.
Yep.
It's the reason I played its related sport, baseball, for more years than I did compared to volleyball.
2 years?
Well, 2 or more.
Yep. How were you at that?
Baseball, definitely, probably my best sport.
And would you say average, below, or above?
Above average.
Nice. I heard a rumor about you actually, Troy.
That's not good.
It was that you used to throw 88 in Peterborough.
Nope. I was
No.
not a pitcher.
So who am I hearing that about?
Not me.
Oh.
I don't know. Who did you hear that about?
I don't know. Can't remember.
Do you know a lot of people from Peterborough?
Just a few. Great people.
Yeah. Good mix of Peterborough people.
Yeah.
Reserve. Both coaches kind of upset. Interesting. Saints got the point, but Stinger kind of even upset about the reserve call. Obviously, it helps out both teams. Sounded like someone barked at that one. Sting send that one out of bounds. Just look how close Julianne Milling is. She's right by the sideline.
I bet she wished she had the jersey on right now.
You know what I gotta say? Props to St. Clair and Julianne Milling. Only female coach here. Great to see some representation.
It is, especially at a women's volleyball tournament. It's great. Also, a lot of their staff. 3 out of the 4 coaches on it are women.
It's good. I love representation in sport.
It's great.
And obviously, with how successful they are, especially in the regular season, and they're still in the gold medal game here too. It works.
They know their stuff. Like, that's for sure.
Oh, no. Not the point to do that. Moves out of the way and somehow moves into it.
24-23 here.
Ariane Carl, I believe. You got to talk. That's 23-23 is not the point to make a mistake like that. Can the Sting capitalize? I did say it would be a 2-point game. Sting. Hold on to it. McDonald tips. Back set. That's
Oh.
I thought that was out.
It's in.
Yeah,
Called by the ref.
it is in.
What the ref says
24.
goes.
We've
Does it-
seen one of these day one. Went to extra points. 30-28 was in favor of the Sting. What will happen with some extra points here?
Sound like a stand's making noise, and it cannot rattle the St. Clair Saints. There's locked in.
That one sneaks down.
That one does sneak down. And we hear the horn again.
What a treat. We're getting some bonus volleyball here in the third set. Kept alive. Back. McDonald smashes it down. Right to our farm. E-I-E-I-O. Set 4. 26-24. One more set at least. And we'll be back in set 4.
So we are back here in the fourth set here. Sorry, some technical difficulties. Remember, I am new here. So we're here with a special guest today from the pilots. We're here with.
Serena Aldria.
Nice to have you here. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. So you just came third, which is fantastic. So how did you find the tournament?
It was really fun, like just playing teams out of the MCAC. So it's just kind of great, like going into hopefully getting to nationals and just experience other teams.
Nice. That's good. Yeah, it's always a good time to do that. So is this your first time in Ontario?
No, this far east, yes, but we kind of do the preseason trip in Thunder Bay, so that's the furthest the team has gone. But yeah.
Nice. So how are you liking it here in Oshawa?
I mean, we're loving it. You know, the weather's so much warmer than Manitoba, so we're just chilling.
Yeah, it's nice weather here. So how do you feel going to the next semester season?
I think a big theme for like this weekend is that we just wanted to beat our first semester selves. So I think just with some high competition here, we've just kind of like started off this second semester well. So I think this is like a really great tournament to play our hardest at. And I think, yeah, we're just wanting to be a step better than last year. So yeah.
That's a great answer. So are there any opponents or any games that really stuck out to you when you were here?
I think like everyone was challenging, but I think Seneca was probably one of the most like frustrating teams to play against. Like,
Not the Durham Lords?
I mean, I loved playing them. Yeah, they were definitely my favorite. But like, yeah, just the energy of the Durham Lords though, and just being on home court and just to take them off in their own gym, that was also just a huge highlight as well.
What a great feeling too, to come back from 2-0 down.
Yeah, for sure.
So what went well for you guys, and what do you think you need to improve on for the next couple of games?
I think what helped us, like especially in the third place match, was we were getting our middles playing like, and then that just spread out our offense and just like as an outside hitter, just to have one-on-ones more. So like that was definitely like I think our highlight and what got us that third place match.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I think I'm all good.
Awesome. Thank you for coming up here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I don't do this. It's not my job. I'm so sorry.
Good interview there.
It's always great to hear from the players.
Yes, their point of view, what went well. We get a good set here, though. So now it's 3-5 in the set. Saints looking to make a run here. Much needed if they want to force that 5th set. What a blast it would be if we could see a 5th set. Such an important game, too. Big serve. I don't know how you don't have the lineup set.
I have the lineup right in front of me.
You switched sides there, buddy.
Sorry, I had to do a little research. I got my 2 lineups right here. Maybe if you were a little more prepared.
Those were mine.
Yep, they're mine now.
Saints serving. Slips through the fingers, kept alive. Good way to keep it alive by the Saints. What's your thoughts on the set so far?
I really like it personally. You know, 6-5, another close one, back and forth. Sting here. So we'll definitely see what happens.
Lots to laugh about here up in the booth. Big hit here. Blocked, denied by who else than Heisman.
This is a great game. This is the type of game that would feed generations. Like everyone wants to watch this.
Yeah, all games today. Been going on for quite a few hours, but I'm sure I'll be at one point watching all of these games back today.
Oh, me too. Well, we heard it from Serena.
Stayed in.
We heard it from Serena herself. After the Durham Lords, I might have had to bring them up. But Seneca was the team that stood out to her most.
Yeah, Seneca's a tough team to play.
They always have been, always will be.
They never got the opportunity to play the Saints. I'm sure she would have had the same response. Both these teams out here are obviously in this game for a reason, but they're gritty teams. The teams that don't give up, just like the Pilots. They stayed in it, down 0-2. Battled back. But we got to focus on this gold medal game. Dropped in. Saints take another point, 5-11, starting to run away with it, 6 points. Good use of a timeout for the Sting. And we'll be back in 1 minute. So Tegan has just left. He's vanished. Kept alive by the Saints. Far side. Just wide, though. Fans argue if it was tipped. I didn't see a tip. The lead builds here. Haley Kearns with an ace, building on that lead. Saints starting to take it away. Back set. Heisman drops it down, stays alive by the sting. Forward. Oh, so close for some points for the Saints. Saints keeping it alive. 13-7. We're joined with Charlotte Randall from the Durham Lords. How's the day going?
It's okay. Tough loss, but it was a good fight back.
How's it feel to be back on the court? You weren't playing much in the first semester.
Yeah, it's a tough knee injury, but it's good to be back, good to be playing with the team. It's really fun to play in like such a high energy environment, but yeah.
Was that your first time obviously playing home at Durham?
Yeah.
How's the
unfortunately.
atmosphere?
Very loud, very supportive. Never a time when there was no energy, but yeah.
So who would you say the toughest team you guys went up against was?
I think our toughest one definitely was St. Clair in our last game yesterday. You know, end of the day, long break in between. You know, like it's hard to play with no energy, and coming back from 2 sets is hard to do. So it was a good fight, but it wasn't our way.
The Pilots were able to come back too today, though.
Yeah,
What do you think of that game?
It was good. There was definitely high energy and everything. You know, they fought back. We fought back. We were down that 9-2 loss in the 5th set. We did fight back on that one, which was good, but they just obviously wanted it more, I guess. But, yeah.
We're seeing Seneca try to battle back this set. What are you picking up from these two teams from watching them?
Seneca's definitely really putting the pressure on St. Clair. They have been. Seneca's always putting pressure on every team pretty much. St. Clair is doing a good job at fighting back at them, and they're not really giving up on anything. They're going for everything, running everywhere. I like that huge dig right there, but yeah.
Any players stand out to you in this game?
I think the middle, number 16 on this St. Clair, is doing pretty well, and I think the lib on Seneca is definitely digging up lots of things that should be definitely put down.
Are you seeing some things? I know you guys play Seneca, this Saturday?
Yeah, we play them on Saturday here, actually.
Oh. Are you going to cut a promo for fans to come out?
Sure, for sure.
Saints steal another point there. So what do you watch when you're watching two teams play?
Well, seeing we're playing Seneca, just seeing how they block, kind of how they swing. It's a lot about tendencies in volleyball where it's like you kind of just got to pick up on them. So the Lib's doing pretty good. Like she's pretty much everywhere, so you're going to find those little spots where she's not.
So what you're saying is you won't hit it at her?
Pretty much.
Okay.
You just don't want to hit it at her because she's kind of just sitting right there, like ready to dig that. But even on St. Clair, like they're putting all the energy in, they're fighting back, they're coming back for this one. So,
who stood out from your team? Who stood out from your team this tournament?
I definitely would say Jessie Buck, seeing that she is using her size to her advantage. She has a huge hit through the middle, and when she's on her game, and it's so amazing to watch.
What about Kate Quemby? She got a lot more minutes with Patterson not playing.
Yeah, Kate really did perform this weekend. I am really proud of her because she is that first year, so she isn't really used to playing all these big teams, but it's nice to put her in and see her excel on that left side.
Me and Tegan have made our predictions for who the Subway Athlete of the Week will be. Who's your prediction?
I could definitely go Jessie Buck on that one, or I could even give it to Kate Quemby. But big one, I think this weekend that really kept us in the game a lot was Jade Smith.
Definitely.
With definitely all of her digs and everything. Like, she was everywhere, taking balls left and right. Like, she really gave us that chance to come back today, like, especially with all those digs we were doing. But, yeah, I'd give it to either, honestly, I'd give it to Kate or Jade. Who do you think?
Plenty of good options, obviously yourself included. Jade had a good performance. Tegan said Doc could earn it.
Yeah, she really stepped up when it was needed, and she didn't go in scared or nervous, especially in those big points on the third set when she went in to serve when we were already down a couple points. She was really good at like keeping us in the game pretty much, and even making those digs in six back.
Great play there by Carl. No, I think plenty of players could be up for it. The committee will have a hard time picking. Obviously Smith, Randall, Boone, Doc. Plenty of players are deserving for it.
Yeah, everyone really stepped up to this weekend and really did their job. Just a tough one to come out on because we did work so hard, and being off for almost over a month was hard to come back, but we still did it.
What happened there?
I think it was just a miss set, maybe.
What do you think of all the low sets? The pilots hit it so low every time they were setting.
Yeah, and like they just hit so fast, like through the middle, especially with running that super quick 60 behind them too. It was just super quick and fast, like, and hard to block. So even like those big digs are like what you kind of need too. So.
Now, do you know the pilots don't even have a setter?
I did not know that, actually.
Both of their setters are hurt.
Oh.
Is this your first time commentating volleyball?
It is.
I want you to do the entire next play by yourself. It's 11-18. Saints looking to force a fifth set. Here's your lineups. All the names you need to know.
Cabral is back serving here. Huge block by the St. Clair here. But Seneca does tool that off of the block. That was a good use of the block.
Now, could you do that there? Kern just kind of slid under the net, trying to save it, but
usually you're not supposed to, like, just because of safety reasons. Like, even the one on St. Clair, when we were playing her yesterday, she actually did hurt her ankle from going under the net and stuff. But it's just a big safety reason. Like that one, like it's hard to differentiate which is good and which is bad. Or
Saints have played a great set so far. But no lead's been safe this tournament.
No. And there's no really big blowouts either. It's like very tough to come back from that too. So
We've had the treat of many 4 or 5 sets today. It's been lovely. Timeout Seneca. So what would your coach say in this situation for both sides?
I think for Seneca's point of view, I think Tony would come up with us and just tell us just to like get that one pass and just to side out here, because it is hard to be in a rotation that you're stuck in. But to get yourself out of it is one thing, and to get a point and a first ball kill would be a big one for Seneca to get that momentum going again. But all the momentum's on St. Clair's side, so they gotta just keep doing what they're doing. So
Hypothetically, the Saints managed to force a 5th set. Any predictions?
it's kind of hard. Like, it's basically a lot of the time it's whoever's first to 8 pretty much, and then when you switch sides. But like even today, you saw in the Durham game that we were down that 9-2, and we still managed to come back somewhat. So it's really hard to say who goes in the 5th set, but
Well, you said you were down 9-2. What do you think as a player? How do you?
it was definitely tough. Like it was a lot of mental game at that point, and it's basically like you got to kind of trust your team that like we're gonna work as a team, and it's a very team sport. Like you can't do it all individually, so it's kind of just hard to like come back. But like once you're working as a team and get that energy back up and get that momentum going, you're good with me.
Too many touches. This is what a team needs, though. It's
Yeah.
just a stupid play, or a silly play, should I say. Gain momentum back. It's a nice coat you got, Tegan. Big block, McDonald, always on her farm. Oh, change of plans.
That's always tough though when you get a big block like that and then you think it's in and the linesman calls it out, and the rest just gotta trust that the linesman saw it pretty much.
Linesmen have been very unbiased all tournament. Were you surprised?
Like, yes and no. Like, it's like when you're doing it for your own team, of course you want to call all the calls for your team and make sure like you're kind of winning. But in this kind of tournament, you can't be biased, and that was a huge block.
Number 15, Harley Smith with the block. At what point do you get ready for the next set when you're down so much? Or do you not?
Well, in this situation, seeing that like St. Clair could force a 5th set, you kind of just got to keep the energy and kind of keep the faith that your team can do it. And even like some mistakes, like you kind of just got to brush it off and just hope that you can come back with the next points. But it's kind of hard when your momentum stops, and trying to get back like out of this rotation can be hard.
You guys struggled with the serve and receive today. What went on there?
Well, I think it was just this kind of serves. It was kind of just all over the place at one point, but we actually kind of just got back into the groove, kind of figured out that like on that spin serve, like when it curves, like you just got to kind of stand there and kind of let it hit it. Like you just kind of got to do what you do, I guess.
Patra's serving. Dropped in. Seneca climbing back. How much do you think it helps Seneca being closer and having a few more fans here?
I think it definitely gives them more momentum, seeing that a lot of the guys' team is here, so that's a big energy booster too. And those big points, like you can just feel the energy when you're on the court, like especially.
Something we've been saying up here a lot today when teams are down. Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Yep, everyone knows it. It works.
Yeah, you really can't give up until that last point and last whistle goes.
Ooh.
Yeah, now it's tough because Seneca's got a lot of momentum going on here.
But then you break it up with the timeout.
Yeah.
Was that the set or hit? What went wrong there?
It was the hit, definitely. Like I think she tried to just roll it over the block, and it just didn't have enough power behind it. And now it looks like Seneca's climbing back. So.
All tournament, you guys were tipping. Was that planned, or you guys just decided spur of the moment? Let's do that.
Well, it kind of depends on your blockers. Kind of depends on who you're matched up with. Like when you see that like something is open behind and like swinging isn't working, like you just got to use that. And like we use it a lot to our advantage because we're like our team is very smart with like where they're tipping, so it just scored us a lot of points. And if swinging wasn't working, we were tipping. So and it was working out for us. So
I heard though, if there's a blocker in front of you and you swing really hard, sometimes you can go right through them.
yeah, like you can if there's a seam. But usually if there's no seam, it's just coming right back at you, I guess.
What are you looking forward to most with this semester so close?
I'm really looking forward to just seeing how our team has excelled. Like when we actually went to Alberta in September, and it's a completely different team than we were this weekend. Like in September, we would have kind of just like crumbled if we were down. Whereas here, like we, again, never gave up, and we ended up battling back. So that was really good to see, and everyone's kind of just trusting each other more, and like just being together so much makes good chemistry. So playing together as a team and as a whole just makes us gonna be good prepared for nationals coming up.
Heisman back into the game for the Saints. Played a crucial role so far. That sneaks in.
That was a great spot.
How important is it right now? Neither team has timeouts.
I think it's all basically whoever has momentum, and it's basically who comes out with most energy and who wants it more. Like, it could either really go either way because 2 points really isn't a lot if you think about it.
Back set tipped. Saints get a point. Kern serving. Uh-oh. How do you feel when something like that happens to you?
Honestly, it's pretty humbling. Just being in that right spot and it kind of just slipping through your hands is always just tough. But if you're in the right spot, it can happen to really anyone. So.
I'm sure it never happens to a good player like you, though.
Well, it happens more often than it probably should. So.
Kept alive by the sting. That falls through. 1 point game. Do the Sting have momentum? Where would you gauge it?
I would say they definitely do have that more momentum than St. Clair does right now. They have been in a rut a little bit with this serve receive here. Just trying to get through those big blocks. It is pretty big at the net on Seneca's side. So.
What's going on here? Okay. McDonald now serving. Some important plays and serves so far to this point. That slips through 24 to 22.
St. Clair is on match point here, and let's see if they can take it to 5.
Substitution. Luis Valdez comes in. All right, where would you want to serve this ball to?
Well, it's kind of hard because, well, I would serve it to the left side to take her out, seeing that she has been putting up multiple points. Like that.
McDonald's going to come back in. Most likely for Valdez. Now, do you have a place you would target this serve?
Again, you just got to really, if they're pin heavy, you got to take out their front court left side, and basically you got to gauge like who can pass a better ball. I would definitely not serve it to the lib. Seeing these libs have been on fire on this game.
Uh-oh, tied game. Seneca 2 points away from wrapping it up and bringing home gold. Grant serving. That falls through. Advantage goes to the Saints. Hannah Gills subbing in, taking off Heisman.
St. Clair back in 1 point range of that fifth set.
Okay. That would have been cool. 6-on-5 volleyball. That sneaks over. We're back to tied. And another substitution. We'll just reverse the last one. Missick serving, who's played a great tournament so far. Quick serve. Sting keep it alive. McDonald. Volleys deep, kept alive.
That was a great save.
Tipped. Sting 1 point away. Missick has a pretty quick serve. And I jinx it.
That's always tough to miss on these crucial points.
But it's still tied. And then another substitution. Coming in, Emma Carble. Jim Channing, let's go Seneca. That's kept alive. Unfortunately, it falls out of bounds.
Seneca back up.
Emily Coughlin is now up to serve. Advantage Seneca. Back set.
Damn. That was a big point.
We are treated with extra volleyball today. Isn't this great?
Who doesn't love a long day of volleyball? After a long weekend of volleyball.
We're approaching like 30 hours of volleyball games now. I think we've already hit it, actually. Saints keep it alive. McDonald tipped. Sent over, dropped. I believe that was Patras with the point. And she'll be up to serve. 28-27. Kept alive by the Sting.
Big.
Saints trying to do something. That's over though.
Oh, that was a huge kill.
Patra's not able to get to it. We're tied once again. Oh, ball boy was a little distracted on that one. Maybe not the time to be distracted. Point Seneca. Now, who gets the next point?
Honestly, from the past 3 points, it's been hard to say.
Would it surprise you if the Saints got it and tied it once again?
Honestly, at this point, I don't think it would surprise me.
Hose. Heisman gets the point. We're tied again, 29-29. This happened last time these two played with a 30-28 set. Ballboy really getting distracted over in the Saints end. I wonder how much the Saints players beside him distracted him. Oh, that snuck over. Patras and McDonald not able to do
That
much.
was a very, very, very lucky serve on that one.
I don't know why you guys don't do that every single time.
You don't mean to. It's honestly like when you mean to, it does not work.
Sting a point away from forcing one more set. Saints keep it alive. Heisman really cranked that one. Patras sends it back. Kept on the Saints side. Tipped. How can the Sting use it? Out of bounds. We're going to 5.
5-set game once again.
How exciting. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Start of set 5 momentarily. Where's momentum at?
I could say it's on St. Clair's side after winning that long set they just had. But honestly, you saw it, both teams have good momentum right now, good energy. They both are fighting for this game. Who is your prediction?
I'm definitely a Saints fan, deep down. But it could definitely go either way.
Yeah, I think it's very hard to say right now because both teams have good energy. Both are fighting for everything right now. They're laying it all everywhere. It's hard to say who's going to take this gold.
Not a lot of people know it, but I had my Saints shirt on actually yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
Did you wear it during the Durham game?
We don't need to know. Not a lot of people know that part. Just have friends that go there. Make lots of friends in the OCA. It feels like the longest break ever.
Yeah, it does feel quite long. It's usually they're pretty quick with the fifth set.
How important is the first serve in winning coin toss?
Honestly, it could really go either ways because one team could be better at receiving than serving. So if you get the receiving and you're better at receiving, it's kind of in your luck that you got that one. But if you're a good serving team, it's definitely in their favor to start that first set off.
Do you not get to pick?
Well, it kind of like, it could go either way. Like you could want the first kill from the receive, or you could be a serving team to try and get points from that and just hope that it doesn't come back over kind of thing.
Do you have an MVP that stuck out from this game?
I would definitely give it to McDonald on Seneca. She's been putting up pretty big blocks, putting down swings. She's laying out everywhere. I could also definitely give it to their lib.
Yes.
Because she's just throwing everywhere. She's going everywhere. She's picking everything up.
Just too far. No, I definitely like that Heisman, or definitely Heisman on the Saints side, but definitely Old McDonald.
Yes.
She's turned this Durham gym into her farm. E-I-E-I-O. Short. 1-1.
I would also even look into Grant on Seneca's side as well, too, though. She made that huge save from in that last set down the line and for them to get the point there.
A bunch of deserving players.
It's going to be very hard to decide.
Thankfully, we're not the people that decide.
Yeah. When you asked me about tipping there, that was a great play to see that the lib was deeper, so no one was there just right behind the block.
What do you think of 3-ball today? Did well?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was, what can I say?
Well, it's been spotty at points this year.
Yeah.
That drops. Patra's to serve again. Heisman attacks the lib and it works.
It's always hard to gauge where that middle is going to go. She could go the same way she's facing, or she could just turn it right back the other way.
Won't be able to get that one over. Saints up 2. Could you see these two teams facing off again later this season?
Yeah, I could definitely see them maybe in the crossover matches, seeing it as the top teams, and they usually are the top two teams from the West and East, so that was a huge kill by Smith here.
Any matchups you're looking forward to this next semester?
I'm pretty looking forward to actually playing Seneca on Saturday. It was a great game last game. Went to 5 with them as well. But I think we're a completely different team coming back from Christmas break. So I think we do have a good chance with that. And I also am pretty excited to see how we do against Canada, seeing that has always been Durham's rival. So.
Yeah, that Canada game's going to be good. You get to make your return to the gym.
Yeah.
Must be excited.
Yeah, you could say that. It's just the long drive. That 4-hour drive really gets to you. But
It does.
It's better than having to, and it also does. We have to play on a Sunday too. So making that trip back to have class on that Monday will be tough. But that was another big block by
Back
Seneca.
to a 1-point game. Short serve. It's going to be a shame this weekend's over.
It has been a pretty fun tournament. Lots of energy everywhere, teams digging in. It's always great to get that first play back and first weekend back.
Three-point lead. You think one more point we see a Seneca timeout?
It's kind of hard to say on this one, seeing that St. Clair does have a lot of momentum. We are going to change sides right now, so that'll be a good one to be a break for them to kind of talk out what they need to do, get that energy back up, and just try to stay in the game.
What do you talk about when the ends switch here in the fifth set?
It can be hard. Like, as soon as you just want to set up right away, get ready, right back to go. It's hard to, when you have momentum and then you have to switch and it all kind of stops really quickly, but
Point for the Sting. McDonald now serving. Sneaks through for an ace. You could say McDonald's turned this place into her personal farm.
she really has taken over. She's really dug in this game and put up multiple points.
But the Durham will take over this farm by next Saturday, correct?
Correct.
They'll make
we
it
will
our barn
be
again?
making this our gym again. That would have been a great hit. Just wide though.
7-8 now. Three ball on this end really gives it a good bounce in to the server. Like almost a little too aggressive. Just short.
Now we see that timeout from St. Clair, seeing that Seneca has made their way back into the game. Not losing any energy.
We'll be back in a minute. McDonald. Tipped. Whoa. Oh, no.
That would have been a great dig, but unfortunately someone was on the net on that one.
Do you think this first game between these two had any impact in this game, or do you think so much has changed as it was their first game back from the break? St. Clair just got off of a 3-hour bus ride.
Yeah, there's that big block from Grant again. But yeah, it's always hard playing a team again, like once one team has beat the other. You kind of just want to win that one a little bit more than usual. Unfortunately, that setter is backcourt, so she could not go up.
McDonald's done a great job since starting her serves.
Yeah, she's really keeping that service pressure on St. Clair here, and we now see that Seneca has taken that lead 11-8. That was just out.
Magic numbers 3 games, or 3 points. We'll be back in a minute. McDonald serving.
There's that big point to get those momentum back on St. Clair's side.
How doable is this game for the Saints? They have a substitution.
It's doable. It's only 3 points down here. Anything is possible really at this point.
Hannah Gill coming in to serve. That's sent down. There's Maleko. She's as well played a great tournament. Patra is able to keep it alive as she collides with the bleachers. She's okay. Quick to get up. How much does it affect you when you're serving and you hear all these horns and loud noises that are just loud?
You kind of just tune it out when you're back there. Like, you kind of just focus on getting that ball in and play in a hard serve.
Heisman coming back in for Gill. Taylor Grant now serving 2 points away for the Sting. Keeping it on the Saints side. Tipped at the line. What can the Sting do? Patros finds the open part of the court. Sting need one more.
I do have to give it to St. Clair, though. They have had a hard fight back, especially in that fourth set there, going all way past 25 there.
Taylor Grant serving. Could put the game away. Patros almost finds the open part of the court. That's short. Sting have won the Adidas Cup. And that's a wrap on Adidas Cup 2024. We look forward to seeing you again next year. Thanks for tuning in. Ciao.